Hi guys, this is Lane. Today I'll be commentating a match between SKS, otherwise known as Tester, versus Page. These are both Korean players from the Korean ladder, and I'm hearing that this is a really enjoyable match, so I hope you guys enjoy. So we're going to see a PvZ on Metalopolis going at cross positions, so we might see some sort of early air play from Tester, because he definitely does have a really good void ray micro. Pretty much has everything good micro. Okay, so we're seeing a pylon over here. So it looks like he's gonna wall off here with a forge later on. So he's probably gonna do some bit of a zealot harassment, or perhaps even throw down a forge here and wall in the Zerg. Basically, it sets you up for a really fast expansion easily. But if you do throw down gateways, it does give you a slightly better distance for your zealots. So he does actually scout that direction before the Overlord comes in. And I wonder if SKS, no, he doesn't see that Overlord. So he has no idea where Page is. And Page's Overlord is basically going to run straight over here and definitely see where that pylon is and what type of building he's going to make first. So at 13 supply, we still don't see any sort of building coming out from Tester. So we're seeing that he's really confident against any sort of early Zerglings, that his opponent will not make any early Zerglings. Okay, so this probe finally does see him, and that's pretty much the last location. He does see a spawning pool, and he does see the health of it, so he knows how long ago he made that spawning pool. No gas is up for a Page, so he's probably going to go for a earlier hatchery. Alright, so this, yeah, he has 300 minerals saved up, and basically this probe caught here right when he wanted to make that hatchery. So that's a little unfortunate for him. So a forge does go up for a Tester. So that probably would mean a sort of fast expansion coming in from Tester. Though from Metalopolis, there is quite a wide angle for Zerglings to run by. So he has to be really careful with his placement. So this pylon is denying him his hatchery, and he actually supply blocked himself from making the queen right away. So he was really confident that he wasn't getting the hatchery early. Okay, so that pylon he actually completed the pylon there, so basically SKS made him make Zerglings. Okay, so this Overlord comes in, and he does see that he has pretty much no gas, and so he knows that he's going to do some sort of fast expand. So 2 cannons go down, and next is probably going to be next. So this pylon goes down, and the final Page is going to be able to make his hatchery, although it is really delayed. Okay, so if we look at the unit tabs, he has 8 Zerglings out, so he's hoping that he could do some damage with this, although he can actually just wall this off, and I wouldn't recommend running by that. Okay, so Nexus goes down, and this is actually a pretty nice placement. If he wants, he can actually wall it off with another building here. So we're seeing the Queen finally come out. He actually supply blocked himself for quite a long time. Metabolic boost is being researched, and that's pretty common. Pretty common early thing. So 7x core completes the wall, so there's just this really small wall, area where you can then stuff come out and come in. Okay, so Zerglings are pretty much denying Tester any sort of scout early. We're seeing some gas saved up, so we're gonna probably see. Okay, we're seeing a Baneling nest, so he's going for a Baneling bust, and so this is gonna be pretty interesting to see how Tester is gonna actually deal with these Banelings. Because he actually can snipe that forge. He can go through this way and try to get the cannons up. Although forges and 7x cores, there's no pylons in front, so this wall is actually pretty good against Banelings. Pretty much Banelings snipe out pylons really easily. Okay, so probe transfer comes out, really good timing. We're seeing, okay, the Baneling nest actually got cancelled. I wonder if that's because he was a probe in there. Sorry, I missed that. Okay, so he's still making that. He cancelled it and remade it. I'm not sure why. Possibly he got scouted there. Okay, so these Zerglings are with metabolic boost are coming, and SKS Tester, he's actually making more buildings to complete this wall, making sure that no lings can run by really easily. Okay, so the Baneling nest is halfway done, and more Zerglings are being produced. So this is pretty much an all-in coming from Page. And I wouldn't blame him. He's playing against Tester, pretty much like the best profiles in the world. Okay, so sentries are coming out, and he's actually chrono boosting it, so he realizes that he really needs that sentry. one of these gonna make another anytime soon. Some more gateways, 2 gases, and the second gateway's coming in soon. So doing 4 gates at the moment. Zerglings are trying to run by. Oh, okay, this kind of does breach it. I wonder if Tester's actually gonna complete a wall here. Okay, there's nothing that can actually defend this pylon here, except for that 1 sentry. So there's a little bit of a vulnerability there. So he's morphing these banelings. There's a lot of them. He has 2 gases worth of banelings coming out now. More sentries are being produced, and this is actually what Tester needs. He needs to be able to force field these banelings to from breaking it down his wall. After +1 is done, these Zerglings are going to be pretty much shredded by these zealots. Okay, so he does still want that nice force field, preventing him from blowing up these 2 buildings. But he's going to go around and see if he can get any kills in here. Okay, so +1 is done, and so this zealot is going to basically do a lot more damage. Okay, maybe not. Okay, these banelings are still trying to get here. Force field, yeah, he does get really nice force fields down. So basically he's just looking for a really nice open split through these banelings, although another force field does go down. So this looks actually a really tight situation for Page right now. And this is actually a really good game to watch if you ever want to learn how to defend against baneling bus. Okay, so more banelings are being morphed, and he has 5 sentries, so I'm not sure how much these are actually going to do. I don't think they're going to do much more damage, just because you can force field pretty much any one of his buildings. The 7X core is actually on really low HP, I'm dying now soon. Okay, so banelings are still standing out here, he's not actually using them quite yet. I'm not sure why that is, but I guess he's going to wait for a better number of them. Oh, I see. He's going to actually try and use these banelings to defend against these forces. Banelings are actually really good against sentries and banelings. I mean, sentries and zealots, just because pretty much they're really small units and small. They also banelings also do quite a lot of damage against them. Okay, so he's basically at this point he's pretty much really behind. The only hope he has of getting back into this game is if he baneling busts through these units. Okay, let's see how good Tester's force field is. It's really important that he does not let any of these banelings get any of these units. Okay, he does actually lose a few zealots. There's quite a bit of zealots. Okay, he does still have an army left. There's actually a baneling trapped in here. Okay, he does get another extra zealot and some more damage on the other one. So basically, what he has to do is use banelings against anything that Tester has. The Zerglings are pretty much useless without their army upgrade. Okay, so he's actually threatening Tester to stay close to his base and warping up more units, forcing him to stay back. Sentries and zealots are actually really slow units, so it's really quite difficult for him to move towards Zerg's base. Okay, he's morphing these banelings really close to Tester. Okay, he's actually cancelling them, although he probably could have got those done. Just be careful where he morphs them, because he doesn't want Tester actually sniping them before they die. So 4 banelings, and it's basically a lot of wings, and this force from Tester is actually pretty powerful against okay, he's cancelling his banelings again. Basically Tester is preventing him from morphing them anyway. Okay, Stalkers are being morphed, and I like this. I really like this from Tester, just because Stalkers are heavy armored units, and yeah, okay, so there's a GG coming from Page. He realizes he cannot win against those Stalkers, and the economic deficit. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the game.